It's October 18th, 4:48 a.m. So I just figured out that I was unfriended by Courtney. Why? I don't know. I don't know what I did. Every time I ask her what I did, she says absolutely nothing. Okay, well, if I didn't do anything, if I did absolutely nothing, then why have you been treating me the way that you've treated me, ever since that wonderful night that we had with the kids and hanging out after your wreck, you gaslighting me, constantly trying to make me think that you're out to get somebody else or fuck around with somebody else, like you're trying to make me think you're whoring around, which I wouldn't put past you. I just don't get it. I mean, you started the whole thing. You started being a jerk to me for nothing. And then, now that I've once again stood up for myself and had a fucking enough of it, then I get unfriended. I get restricted on Messenger. I continuously get treated like crap. You're posting memes about sex. You got that one Gage dude liking all your fucking posts. Which is fine, I guess. I don't give a fuck. What I give a fuck about is why. Why? There's no reason. The only time that I ever get on here and defend myself, or get on here at all, is when I don't have the answers, when you're clearly, you have some ulterior motive. I know that there's some ulterior motive. I don't know what that ulterior motive is, but I can only guess it's because you've started using again, or because you've started seeing somebody else, or messing around with somebody else. Because seeing somebody else would kind of be stupid, because I'm not even trying to do that. I don't have fucking time for it. I'm focused on making money and getting the hell out of this rundown piece of shit apartment that you were too good to live in. Look, I don't want to get angry. I think it's absolutely petty. I think it's childish. You can't even... Yesterday, we agreed on a time for me to come bring the kids back, and that was 8 o'clock. Okay, now because of the previous time that we both agreed on a time and she didn't follow it, I said, make sure you're home at 8 o'clock. That way I can drop them off to you. 8 o'clock rolls around, she messages me, even though I had messaged her 2 minutes before this saying I'm on my way. She goes, you can't even be here at the time that you said for me to be here. And I'm like, are you for real? What, 8:01? She goes, you said to be here at 8. And I'm like, you know that's a, like shut the fuck up. You know that's an approximate time. You know there's a grace period. And it was 8:02, and I was already there. That's the most petty shit I've ever fucking, like, that sounds a lot like my other baby mama, Nikki. She tried to do that shit in the beginning, too. Like, there's no reason to treat me this way. I've been nothing but nice to you. I've been polite. I've been stern, and I have set boundaries, but I'm not going to allow you to treat me this way and then you not get treated, with the same attitude. But I'm going to sit here with that attitude and try to basically tell you to grow the fuck up. I don't understand why you're doing it. It's like you're doing it just because you want to do it, just because you feel like doing it. The only reason you do anything like this or treat me this way is if I've done something wrong, which you said I've done nothing, or if you're using. Let's be real. I've used too. It's going on a week. Well, it'll be Friday, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 4 days. The difference is, I don't act this way. I don't even use that often. And when I do use, when I did use before, it was with you, or, I ain't gonna say his name because I'm still alright with that guy. Now I've cut him out of my life because he's always been a trigger to me. Now you have now become a trigger as well. You have also made other connections from what I've heard through the grapevine, which I'm sure they're true because of the things that I've been told are pretty fucking accurate. I'm not going to say the dude's name, but you've already made connections to get more. Which means now I got to cut you off. Which is what I've been doing these last couple of days, is trying to do that because you're not going to stop. And you better, because if you don't, you're going to regret it. Just like you're going to regret the decision that you made to treat me the way you treated me. You got in a wreck the other day. I was willing to help you. You said, I'm not accepting your help. And then you have the nerve to ask me for help the next day. And then I said no. It doesn't make any sense. You know why it drives me crazy at times? Is because it doesn't make sense. I would like to know what the fuck I did. Nothing? Okay, well then why? What reason do you have to treat me this way? What reason do you have to be the way you're being? Now that you want it to be this way, you want it to be unfriend you, restrict you on Messenger, basically continuously be petty and spiteful and treat you like dog shit. Another spiteful thing that she did was, she's like, oh, you have no insurance, do you? When I was driving away with the girls yesterday, when I come and picked them up. I just sent her a thumbs up. She's like, I could be even more of an asshole. Like she's gaslighting. She's insinuating that she's going to call the police and tell them that I don't have any insurance. She'd be like, it'd be what, your third no insurance ticket? I didn't answer because I'm not going to feed into it. But why would you gaslight like that and insinuate that you're going to try to destroy my driving career? Because that's how I make money. How are you going to insinuate that not only are you going to destroy my driving career, but you're going to make it to where I can't get the kids at all? Can't come over there and grab them from you or bring them back. You're an idiot. I'll be right back. Hold on. Anyways, normally, like, I would call her the next day and be like, so you're done being mean and you're done being a jerk? Normally she says yes, you know, we're cool. But lately she's been saying no. Okay. You're going to end up doing something you regret. And that thing that you do that you are the reason why you're going to regret it is because I'm definitely not going to have any future with you whatsoever. I already don't want a future with you at this very moment because of the way you've treated me. I don't deserve it. I've shown you respect. I've been polite. I've come and got the kids. Another thing she's like tried to insinuate is that, well, voluntarily you get all this alone time. It sounds to me like she doesn't want the girls at all. Like they're a nuisance to her or something. It's like, bitch, shut up. I fucking take the kids way more than any court would allow me to take them. Most courts allow every other weekend, alternate holidays, and that's with joint custody. I take them more than that. So what are you complaining about? It doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't. Hold on. Like even you yourself have said that you had a good night as well. The night that you got in a wreck. I was there. Who was the first person you called? Me. Your exact words. Babe, I just got in a wreck. Like you were freaking out. You were hyperventilating. What was the first thing I asked you? Are you okay? Is Cricket okay? Yeah, I don't care about you at all. Then I go over there to grab my clothes and stuff when I when I pick up the girls. And you're pulling the clothes out and you're throwing them on the fucking floor. Like, out of disrespect. So it's like, keep the fucking clothes in. Because the first thing you said before that was, you come to get my clothes. And I'm like, you mean clothes you gave me? Like, just being a bitch for no reason at all. I mean, I've already figured that you're messing around with someone else or multiple people. And to me, that spells the end for us completely. I already told you. If you mess around with anyone else, if you end up, especially Tyler, I'm done fucking with you at all. Because at this point, that's kind of what that means to me. And I'm cutting you off. I don't have any reason to continue trying to be your friend. I'm a better friend to you than you are to me. You have the nerve to say, well, it seems lately that I've been doing hella more for you lately than you've been doing for me. What the fuck does that mean? I pay you back for every fucking penny. I pay you back for every penny that you give me. I am constantly paying half of the babysitting, which is overpriced, which I'm only willing to do one or two more times, and at this point I don't even think I want to do it at all, but I don't want to fuck them over, so I'll probably end up doing it anyway for the next couple of times. I've basically made it to where everything in this house is mine. You can't just come and go, come and go, come and go. You can't continue to confuse the children. You can't continue to have a negative attitude towards the children, and you definitely cannot act as if they are an annoyance or a nuisance to you. And you definitely cannot use. But I know you've made other connections from what I've heard through the grapevine, and I'm pretty sure it's true because nobody fucking, the way that was described to me sounds exactly like you. Sounds exactly like what you would do. I also have a former friend of mine that has come to me and basically said that you rejected him because you thought that he wanted to mess around, which he did want to mess around, but I don't know. I got pissed off at him because he wanted to, it was like he was trying to get back at me. And he was like, well, yeah, dude, you fucking, I'm not going to get into that, but he wasn't, I wasn't happy with him. Let's just say that. And he's a piece of shit for doing that. Why is it that since me and her broke up, every fucking old friend of mine or every former friend of mine is trying to get with her? Why? So they could fucking get back at me for pissing them off. I don't understand that. That's super fucked up. And she's given in to it before. So what's to say she won't give in to it again? The same shit that Nikki did to me. I'm flustered. I'm a little pissed off. I don't understand any of this. I'm still trying to make sense of it. I'm still trying to process it. And I'm never going to be able to process it because nobody meaning her, talks about it at all. There's absolutely no intention to try to work anything out, to try to solve any problems, because she does not know how to do that. And she won't even allow me to guide her into doing that. She's so hard-headed and stubborn. It's her way or no way. She got the nerve to say it's my way or no way. Nah. I've always tried to include you. I've always tried to make big decisions with you in mind. Or before. I've never made them before consulting you. I think I'm going to leave it at that, guys. I mean, I'm done, with this whole thing with her, because it's fucked. The whole thing is fucked. She just keeps getting worse. She's not getting help. And until she does that, I don't have any intentions of trying to get back with her. I'm done, guys. I'm sorry.